Okay, today we're going to make an Easter egg bunny. What we're going to need is we're going to need one chicken egg chocolate, and we're going to need a ball this size of ready to roll icing. Now depending on where you live, this is either called plastic icing or gum paste or sugar paste. This is the size you're going to need, and this much of the pink. I use the gel food coloring to color the sugar paste with, because if you use the liquid one it gets very sticky and difficult to work with, so I prefer the gel one. I've used pink, I'm also going to use black, and I'm going to use this baby blue or electric blue. Right, so we're going to have to make this so it can stand upright. So we're going to pinch off a bit of white uncolored sugar paste. We're going to roll it into a ball. Going to make it oblong like that. You're going to press it flat a bit until you get like a semi-triangle size. You're going to put it down on a surface that is covered with corn flour so that it's easy to lift when we are done. You take a toothpick, we're going to squeeze it in the center here, like so. So we have two little feet, and now we're going to squeeze it for the toes. I hope you can see this. See, little bunny toes. This is very simple. This is the beginner's phase of sugar art. On a scale from 1 to 10 difficulty, this would definitely be a 1. Okay, you have to have ready with you a cup of clean tap water, because we're going to make a sugar glue to stick the egg on the sugar paste. Take a tiny little piece of white like this, put it on your working surface. I use this tool, but you can actually use the back of a teaspoon. You're going to dip it in your water, which you won't see on camera now, but that's quite simple. You dip it in the water, you drip some water on your sugar paste, tiny bit like that, as you can see, and then you mix it until you get it to become a glue-like substance that makes little, you'll see it pulls into little sticky bits until you get like a very thick, gooey, pasty substance, like so. Sorry if I get my hands in your way. Okay, we're going to put this on top of our little feet. We're going to spread it on there. Okay, find the nicest part of your Easter egg. Unfortunately, all the high quality Easter eggs are already sold out, so we've got a bit of a bumpy one. Okay, there we go. Our bunny is standing. Now we're going to take some more of this, little bit, see, not much. Break it into equal sizes, like that, and roll it into circular form, or more into a spherical form. Press it flat, slightly, like so. Take some more of the gluey glue that you just made, spread some on the back. Some people just use water to stick their sugar paste, but I find if you use the sugar glue, you know it's going to be there for, well, until somebody eats it. Okay, and your other one, what we're doing now is we are making the bunny cheeks. If you find that your paste, like mine, is now going dry, just add a little bit of water, mix it about a bit. There we go. Spread. Oops. And stick. Right. Okay, face is starting to take shape. Take a toothpick again. Simple tools we're using. And make your whisker holes, however many you think a bunny should have. Okay, Now we're going to take a little bit of our pink, actually a little bit less, see, okay, roll into a ball again, making its nose. Now you've got your little round thingy there. Now you're going to squeeze it so that you can get that animal triangle shape that one would get on a bunny nose. I really hope you guys can see what I'm doing, because I'm the camera operator and everything here. Whoops, not that much sugar glue, people. Okay, right, we don't want it to ooze out. So there we go, and flatten. Okay, quite simple so far, right? Now we're going to make a little bottom lip for the bunny. Tiny piece. Roll it into a wormy shape, but make sure it tapers more to the edges than in the center, right? Okay, a bit of water, a bit of glue, and because this is now quite a tiny piece, if I spread the glue there, I might deform my shape, so I'm just going to pop a bit of glue there on the bunny, like so. Okay, I hope you can see this. Okay, so what we do is we put it there and we tuck it in on the sides there, and bunny has a mouth. Right, if you find your bunny does this as well, where the feet flop down, add some of your glue, and obviously I didn't spread it evenly. Just pop it in there and pop it back down. Okay, it will take approximately for your bunny to dry completely so that you can move it around without the stuff moving, an hour, depending on your humidity and your temperatures. Okay, we're going to make the ears now. Again, small piece of sugar paste, roll it into a sausage shape. You can do it on your board or you can do it on your hand. It's not really, it doesn't have to be a perfect shape. Okay, move our bunny, put it down on the board, flatten it slightly, not too much. You still want a round sausage shape. Take some of your pink again, do the same, just a shorter and thinner sausage shape. See? Okay. Now in this case, because we're sticking sugar paste to sugar paste and both these pieces are still rather wet, what we do is we take a little brush, we dip it in some water, we paint a bit of water onto your sugar paste. Okay. You put your pink on your white as such. See? Okay. And you press flat. Flat. Now you can use all kinds of fancy tools or whatever, but if this is your first time with sugar paste, you won't have all the tools, and we'll get to tools later. So I'd suggest just use your hand, just use your finger. Now if you get it to this stage, where the inside of the ear is now pink and they are level, you take the side of your pinky and you just press it in there to get a slight bit of an indent. If you're not happy with that, take the back of your brush. If you have a tool kit, then your balling tool will be fine. I'm not going to use it because I'm assuming you don't have tools, right? So you take the back of your brush and you, flick everything all over the place, gently squeeze. Right. Take a sharp kitchen knife, or you take a scalpel. I use my scalpel all the time. And you slice that in half, right? Okay. Now you stretch it a little bit so you get the right size ear. And you pinch. Okay. Take some more of your sugar paste, glue. Just keep on mixing water in. Make sure that you get a nice gooey glue. Now you press at the base of your ear, you make it flat so that there's space for the sugar paste to take. And wherever you want your bunny ear, I don't know, some people put it more to the side. I like it round about there. And you can position it as you wish. I just don't think bunnies got ears that stand up completely straight when they're really cute. And your other ear, stretch a little bit, not too much now. Pinch at the base, flatten. Take your glue, right, and on its head. Okay, that's how far we got with our bunny now. As you can see, very simple. There's enough here for another 2 bunnies. So you can have 3 bunnies out of this amount of sugar paste. There's enough for 3 bunnies or so. I suppose you're not going to buy a whole tray of egg and make 1 bunny. So now you're going to take your black gel colouring. You're going to squeeze a little bit out on your work surface. Sorry, I should do it left-handed, but now you can't see. Okay, let me do it from this angle. Tiny, tiny bit, drop only. And then you take a very thin paintbrush. I use a double nought. As you can see, it's really thin, so you can make very fine detail marks on your bunny with this. Okay, dip it in a bit of water. Mix your blacks with a bit of water. My paintbrush, unfortunately, I don't take very good care of my paintbrushes. I sometimes forget them in the water, so as you can see, the points are sort of bendy. Try not to do that to yours, okay? Try and keep them out of the water. I'm just going to position my ear. After a while, you will see it dries a bit, and then you can reposition your ears as much as you want. Just don't do it when it's much drier, because then it cracks or breaks. Okay, now we're going to be painting eyes. So depending on how you see a bunny's eyes, I'm going to do an outline like so, and on the other side, which I usually have to turn it upside down, otherwise I don't get them in the same place. And I'm very shaky because I had too much sugar. Okay, right. To give it an extra cute factor, you can give it eyelashes. If it's for a girl. I don't think we should make exuberant eyelashes for boy kids. And of course, if you have a boy, you can always replace your pink food coloring with a blue one, or yellow, or whatever color you want to make your bunny. Right. Okay, now we're going to take our blue. And I'm terribly sorry, those eyes are not the best. I am very shaky. Little drop of blue. It's better not to use the very smallest brush to paint your irises with, but okay, let's say we only have 1 brush, so we're going to use it. Mix quite a bit of water in with your blue, because otherwise it's very dark. And then, depending on which direction your bunny is looking at, you paint your eye. Be careful not to get this stuff on your clothes or on your tablecloths, because it does not really wash out that easily. There's actually something even the kiddies can do if they feel like painting their own Easter eggs. And the pupil. Okay, and there you have a very floppy eared, for some reason, Easter egg bunny. Now of course you have an option if you want to make little arms. I prefer not to make little arms because I like them just the way they are. These bunnies are actually also very popular for baby showers as gifts for the guests. And if you want to pop on the tail, easy as pie. You roll it, you make its little pointy bit, as rabbits don't really have round tails as such, and we turn it around and we pop up the tail. There we go. Okay, and we are done. As you can see, that was really quick, really easy, lots of fun, and the kids absolutely love these little things. I hope you enjoy.